Griffin still, with a few extra games to play, only 11 on the back of those guys, and Sandbox will be moving to 14 after those two.
It's actually maybe in Africa's favor tonight is that they're starting on the red side, so they will have the counter pick available there for Kiin if they want to use it that way.
Exactly right. You may have caught a glimpse of the roster that Africa have decided to run with today. They played 11 players so far this season in 13 different roles. It's Spirit that's basically playing everywhere, and I think it's actually 14 different roles, technically, because Kiin moved to mid lane for one of the games as well. He's just re-debuted onto the Africa lineup. Yeah, aiming is back down towards the bottom side of the map as well, so no soul to start off. In game number 1,
I'm really keen to see if this roster is actually going to work out. You know, coming in, I was really dreading if Africa were going to have some difficult time, but I could be a support. It doesn't get hard countered inside of the mid lane. And you just pick Yorick, you get it out of the way, because there's no counter that exists for it. However, Africa, 200 IQ, convinced KT to pick Yorick, and now they get the Jax. And this is something I've echoed here on the LCK for a while. A lot of people
over the last few weeks. Down, but like you say, priority going over to BDD. The slow now onto Dread as he has to leap away. Flag and drag back up again. Scry's Blue Man gonna help you, mate. He's got no way out apart from the flash. Isn't even going to use it, as he knew Score could just flash after it. First blood to Old Man Score.
And this is a really peculiar first blood. He's gonna get... Oh, Julia.
Welcome, Julia. We're gonna do a lot of damage here to Kiin. His Counter-Strike is on cooldown. That means he loses the majority of his health bar. There's the Dark Procession, but Kiin wants this. That's going to be the stun. Flash comes out. Julia, turn around.
Not a lot of champions get to do that to Yorick.
Come out, Dread.
Uh-oh.
Ultimate has been proc. BDD might actually have to flash to get out of the way. This one holds onto it for a very long time to score. Was there. There's the flash EQ. BDD able to follow up with a fair bit of damage. You should go for Dread. He's so squishy. But they do manage to take down the Jarvan Sun. Gonna get flashed after him. BDD gets the double. That's advantage, KT.
Yeah, and this is a really big shutdown right now. They're going to be able to convert this into...
Baiting them in so that Score can try and get that knocker.
Had the EQ actually landed, this would have been so much cleaner. It would have been very one-sided. 2 for 0.
나이스!
Score straight up owns the jungle right now. And that's what they've been able to control here. Bottom side of the map, definitely. Zen and Snowflower have been pushed up. Dread is in position now, but they're going to pull away from the dragon. That's the knock-up party here as Dread is going to go down low, but does pick up the kill onto Score. Already Africa, a fantastic team fight. And that's all the damage missing. Snowflower doesn't have flash. He's just going to die. That's a 4 for nothing. And Africa terminate KT.
This is a really peculiar way for the game to just flip completely on its head. No.
She's going to go down. KT going to get aggressive though, as that's the package used from BDD. He's going to be very far away from this fight now. Snowflower and Zenit do have inside track, but Headbutt Pole lands onto 2. Aiming going to turn up here, very close to having that arrow back off cooldown. Meanwhile, fight on the top side of the map as Shelly is going to go down. A fair bit of damage there from BDD, but not enough, as it is Africa that are able to pick it up. Zenit is going to go down here as aiming flashes on forward. The Ignite finishes off the cow, but the last auto attack should be enough. No! Not going to happen as Sun. You're not going to get there with that Proto Belt. 1 for 1 in the mid lane, but Shelly is taken by the Africa Freaks top side.
And being summoned actually right away, so they're going for 2 mid turrets here as Kiin here to protect Smeb.
No, I'm not going to have her available for a very long time there as well as Last Rites comes in. There's the Dark Procession though as the flash is good from Smeb. Score does come in. Kiin's going to get taken down and now Dread, you have got nowhere to run. The ultimate is going to be there. The stab not going to be enough there from Score, but they're still on the hunt. There is the stand beside me, but Dread stabbed by the second one. The ultimate comes out. I mean, Snowflower just wants to have a bit of a Christmas party, but still, definitely a fantastic response to the dive from the Africa Freaks. Places that he can run. Sidestep was there, but Score just waits for the Q mana to come back. 3, 2, 1, and 0.
4초다 4초 3초
3 seconds
2초
2 seconds.
안 갈게? 오케이 슬슬 맞춰 이거 탑라인 형이 밀어주세요.
He says I'm gonna fix top lane. That might not stop BDD here though.
Maybe. I mean, he does have the fleet footwork, which is why Storm Razor does work still, and you can get that empowered auto attack. But
available on Quirky. It's just gonna be Yorick who's going to be on duty with trying to resist him. Split push hasn't fully come online yet, but it is something that KT is going to have to answer to in a couple of moments here, probably after the Ocean Drake gets picked up. It pains me to say it, but likely going to have that captured.
Yeah, I have a feeling that could be true. As they need to kill Amy in this 4v4 if they're going to stand any chance. BDD standing off to the side. Snowflower needs to be the one to initiate because Fate's Call is there to keep him safe. The Freak's not bad anymore when it comes to the 40% CDR Spirit Sojourn. Jax, as the arrow is going to land on to score. Can they finish him off? Yes, they definitely can. KT lose their jungler, and they're probably going to lose Baron here as well. It's a pretty elementary play, but it's a beautiful one from the Afrika Freaks. They've started it off. BDD is in position to try and get the poke in there, but are there very many options? I think the answer is no, as Sun getting in there with the taunt. That's 3-man, as Zenit's able to jump around this fight. They finish off the Baron. Jelly's going to get a 3-man pulverize, and that hero's entrance is so good. The Goober Stomp not going to work, though, as the Galio just burns down. BDD has to flash. Smeb has to flash. Dread's going to take a lot of damage, but the damage has been done by the Afrika Freaks. They'll go back to base, and they'll move down some lanes with some purple buffs.
Yeah, this is recall. Going to get a lot of items. Take another quick look at this. And Hawkshot comes out. Score spots himself. They waste no time deleting him from the map. And then Sun, it almost looked like he just went off a little bit too early. You can see right here that the Baron is almost complete. He starts charging the taunt. He flashes in. The Baron was still at about 1,500. And so Kiin and Dread were not able to enter the fight right away. Galio dies mid-flight.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate timing right there. BDD forced to flash away at the end as well as Smeb, but as you were saying, Atlas, damage is already done. This is going to be...
다 했다 얘들아. 탑 미드 밀어.
탑 내볼게. Said, top and mid push. Yeah, okay, I'll push top and mid.
It's really, there's not really all that much banter in a lot of these.
Yeah, very
play
quiet.
games.
Yeah.
But it's all business here, and the Afrika Freaks need to come back. Remember, they lost to Jinair Green Wings. They don't want to keep losing now as Kiin, bottom side of the map, but rest of the team hanging around mid. Arrow once again going to fly forward. Score not going to get hit by it this time, though, and Fate's Call almost back off cooldown. Snowflower will be able to continue clearing out vision, but Kiin's clearing out turrets, and that's exactly what he needs to be doing. In a turret, the last one remaining is on the top side of the map, but that's not where Afrika Freaks are. They want to break open this base, and they want to do it on this push.
Well, Afrika, they have Kiin in the bottom lane here. Almost able to likely just probably ignore Yorick at this point. Just ends up attacking the wall and gets himself out of there. But taking it very slow and steady. Yeah, he is. Orky just takes a very long time to come online. He needs a lot of money.
Well, he's
very hard to please.
He's got two of the most expensive items in the game.
Yeah.
So, has already completed those, but I think you're right. I think he might need a little bit more crit to really bring that Infinity Edge up online.
He's just so expensive.
Well, Jelly.
Champion.
Righteous Glory's been popped. They just want to use this to get around, take down this turret. Sun goes in. Fate's Call comes back out. Smeb right in the front line. Kiin has that counter-strike almost permanently. Dark Procession comes in. Their score is going to go golden, but Dread just jumps into the back line and takes down the Callista. Score is going to follow suit. Julia follows after him. And the inhibitor is going to go down. Afrika Freaks looking great here in game number 1 against KT.
Kiin's going to teleport onto the minion. This is going to be all but over. Snowflower gets locked up, able to cast his ultimate. Smeb trying to come in here.
Jelly's playing so well. That pulverize was just beautiful. Smeb trying to work out what to do underneath his Nexus turrets as Kiin goes golden, but he's just having the best time ever. Arrow's going to land. It's going to be on the Yorick. Just as much to follow. And everyone on KT is dead, as is the Nexus. Welcome back, Afrika Freaks.
This was a really clean game. As soon as the dragon turnaround all happened, everything just went from 0 to 100 for Afrika. And we got to see this game. Yorick isn't allowed. He has to hug his turret.
Yeah.
Not so often that you get to see Yorick hug a turret. Those were Amy's parents that we just got to see on the screen right there.
This was the game to come and see. I mean, finding a victory for the Afrika Freaks to watch is a difficult one to do if you're looking through the